Hi guys, Will here. This is the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, which was released back in August of 2018. I've been using it for around 12 months now and really putting it through its paces. Today we're going to be looking at some of its more notable features and if it's still worth that high price tag of $900. Whenever I'm looking to buy a new smartphone, there's generally a few main qualities I keep an eye out for. A long battery life, a solid build quality, a nice display, great performance, and a quality camera. The Note 9 definitely checks all of those boxes and is what led me to checking it out late last year. Now the display is hands down the best looking display I've seen on a smartphone. It's 6.4 inches wide and wonderfully bright. You could easily see the screen even in direct sunlight. It's a very vivid display with super bright accurate colors, and it displays contrast in images extremely well. This display is super impressive, ideal for consuming content, gaming, and you don't have to worry about any annoying notch invading the screen real estate. The Note 9 has a 6.4 inch display, and one of the downsides to this is how much bigger the phone feels in your hand. It can be a troll sometimes using it with just one hand, but generally I found two-handed use much easier. If you're looking to buy yourself a Note 9, you have an idea of what to expect with such a big display, and I've definitely changed the way I've used the device to get used to the larger phone size. Overall, the display is probably one of the best things about this phone. Now let's take a look at the build design and quality. The Infinity display is one of my favorite parts about the design of the Note 9, and it makes it easily distinguishable from other smartphones out there. This type of display really makes it more immersive when you're watching videos and is a great way to make use of that 6.4 inch display. The phone itself feels super sturdy, and the hardware is made from high quality materials with tempered Gorilla Glass 5 to stop your keys scratching the screen in your pocket. It has a glass and metal sandwich design and is super rigid, passing the bend test with ease. Color-wise, I chose Midnight Black, but you can also pick it up in Ocean Blue or Lavender Purple if you prefer. On the base of the phone, there is a headphone jack, a quick charge USB-C port, and a slot for the S Pen along with quality buttons, and is also IP68 water resistant. It has stereo speakers, which definitely put out a decent quality sound, and with the Dolby Atmos feature turned on, you can customize the sound output depending on what you're listening to. You can choose between 4 settings: auto, movie, music, and voice, depending on what type of audio you're listening to. If you're the kind of person who likes a bit more customization, you can also play around with the equalizer to change the bass, treble, instrument, and vocal levels as well. The glass back gets dirty with fingerprints quickly, but looks pretty impressive when it's clean. Definitely doesn't stay that way for long though, and if you're not a big fan of phone cases, this is something you'll have to get used to. I went with the Samsung case that shows you the time and date through the front, which is neat and can also be used as a prop to stand the phone on its side when you're watching movies or reading a Kindle. The fingerprint reader is below the cameras on the rear of the phone, making it easy to access and prevents you from smudging up the camera lenses like on previous models. Overall though, the build quality is some of the best I've seen in a smartphone to date. Now onto performance. The Galaxy Note 9, being a high-end flagship phone, performs great as you would expect. This model in particular is the 128GB hard drive with the Exynos 9810 processor and 6GB of RAM, making it super responsive for things like gaming and multitasking. The cameras on the Note 9 produce some really nice images, especially in well-lit areas. It can produce images that really show off colors with sharp and clear results. If you get up close and personal with your subject, you can get a really shallow depth of field and image quality as a result. The Note 9 has a feature called Scene Optimizer, which is powered by AI and will adjust and tweak different parts of the image, recognizing its subject. According to Samsung, it can recognize up to 20 different types of scenes and will make pictures taken more vivid by adjusting the color, contrast, and brightness. Flaw detection is also a neat feature, which shows you a pop-up message if the camera lens is dirty or if someone has blinked in the shot. After experimenting with this for a while, I found that it didn't always show the pop-up message, but generally it was pretty reliable. Galaxy Note and S series have been really consistent with their quality cameras, and the Note 9 is no different. It's a great camera. This brings us now to the all-important battery, which is a vital part of any smartphone. The Note 9 has a 4000 mAh battery, which is a 20% larger battery capacity than in the Note 8. Definitely a big jump in size. The Note 9 lasts all day with heavy use, and you can change the power settings to make it last even longer if you needed to. The Note series is known for having loads of extras and features to give you more control over your phone. And for people who enjoy that aspect, I think we'll be big fans of the Note 9. A minor downside when the Note 9 was first released was the dedicated Bixby button couldn't be remapped to launch other apps. Samsung though released a software update to make it so you can now launch any app on your device by pressing the Bixby button and still use Bixby if required by just double tapping the button. I chose to set mine to open Twitter, but you can map it to open any app on your device by opening Settings, Advanced Features, Bixby Key, and selecting Use Single Press to choose which app you want to set it to. I like the S Pen for taking notes without having to unlock the phone, and those notes are saved away once you're done as well. You can also use the S Pen to take pictures, which is pretty neat, and I found it more reliable to use the S Pen to take group photos rather than using Bixby and setting a shot timer. It's been a great phone to use over the past 12 months, but $1,000 is a lot to spend on a phone. If you were going to spend that much though, the Note 9 is the one to get, especially if you're a fan of features such as the high-res OLED display, no notch to have to deal with, along with other great features such as still having a headphone jack, heaps of flash storage, and a 4000 mAh battery, along with high quality cameras. There's a lot of great tech built into the Note 9. If you think the Note 9 is too expensive and it's not something you'd go for, the Galaxy S9 or S9 Plus for a few $100s less might be a better option. Well, that wraps up my review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below and subscribe for more tech videos in the future. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.